you gotta watch me cook.
What's up, guys? It's Matt, and welcome back to NFL Picks. We're in Week 11. I'm here with Shroud.
What's up, y'all?
I went 8-6. He went 6-8. I'm up 7 games, but there's still plenty of season left. We got 8 weeks to go. Anything could happen within that. So, yeah, let's get into these picks. I believe it's Week 11. So yeah.
Yeah, it says it right there.
Yep. Oh my God, your brother's so fucking loud today. I'm gonna turn you down. I'm gonna turn you down, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no choice.
It's okay. It's all right. I get it, bro. All right. Let's go. Thursday night. This is a banger. Commanders, Eagles. Commanders 7-3.
Why does Loki be a compass game? We got the Commanders, Eagles.
We've had some good Thursday night games in the last like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We've had bangers. Court's a big game. Commanders sadly fell to the Steelers.
I mean, Steelers are like, I don't even know what to call them. I don't think they're good. I don't think they're bad. They're just like.
They're gonna.
They're just inconsistent.
I think they're finishing with a positive record this year. There's no way they don't.
I feel like they are. Like they're inconsistent.
They would really have to fall apart to have a negative record. Like they'd have to only win they'd have to win 1 game the rest of the way.
They have to get hot for me to think they're good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think they're good like now. I just don't think they're bad.
Yeah, I don't think they're enough to win a Super Bowl or anything like that. They're enough to be playoffs.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eagles 7-2. I mean, literally ever since.
Eagles are on fire.
They're hot. They're on fire. They've won like 5 games in a row, something like that. Something crazy, like 4.
Like just a couple of games ago, we were talking about Hurts like not getting it done. Now he's like his team's on the same board as him.
Yeah, dude. But here's the thing: Commanders lost to the Steelers finally.
They're
Eagles are pretty due to lose.
Yeah, I agree.
Commanders were due to lose, and they actually did lose. So I mean, I think.
I mean, sometimes the dues aren't the dues; they're just like.
Well, we also got to talk about like this. When the season started, I had the Eagles winning the division, and I mean, this is really these are the games that are going to tell you who wins. Commanders, Eagles. They play each other twice. This is their first meetup of the year. So yeah, those games are going to tell you everything. I think they'll split, but give me the Commanders. Give me the Commanders.
I'm going with Commanders as well.
Oh man, Eagles could definitely win, but if they do win, I'd probably have to pick the Commanders again next time they meet up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the matchups are looking like.
We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Divisional game as well. It's going to be crazy. Should be really good, just like last week's Thursday night. Packers, Bears. Packers fell to the Lions, got embarrassed. And they were under bye week. They were under bye week last week, so.
I don't know how you put up. I'm not even gonna say it about it anymore. It's just like something with the Lions, bro. Like when they're.
No, shut up. We can't talk about the other teams. Okay, this is the Packers and Bears.
But yeah, very embarrassing loss.
So here's the thing with the Packers.
Well, so
They're 0-2 in their division right now. This is a divisional game. Do you think the Packers are going to fail to win a division game this year? If they lose this game. They lose tonight. If they lose this Sunday.
But here's the thing. They're not the only ones dealing with, like, inconsistency. Bears have been falling off a lot.
Yeah, Bears are falling off a cliff, which means they're kind of due to win.
Yeah, like, we were all up on this hype about Caleb Williams.
Well, no, I wasn't, because I was like, oh, they've only beaten, like, 1-win teams at that point.
Yeah, I'm not saying, like, you specifically. I'm talking about, like, the media has been saying... Like,
you know what I think? I think the Bears have fallen off ever since the Commanders got that Hail Mary against them. They have literally fallen off a cliff ever since.
They lost their momentum there. Like,
all their momentum died. That might just end their season, that Hail Mary.
Listen, bro, I'd end my drive too. How the hell?
Those motherfuckers haven't recovered.
How the hell does that SWAT turn into a TD at the last drive?
We're talking about it was 3 weeks ago. But no, they have fallen off a cliff ever since.
No, dude, that's actually, like, sad.
I don't know what's going on with the Bears. I don't know.
That's not even... Dude, you know that guy... You know that... What number was he? You know that guy was just standing there throughout the whole, like, drive? Like,
Trout, this wasn't last week.
I know, but there was like a TikTok of this guy like standing.
No, yeah, he was hyping up the crowd, legit, like they won.
Yeah, that was
And then he was the one who deflected it into the receiver's hands. Yeah, it's crazy karma, dude. But let's pick this game. It sounds like I'm going Bears, right? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there's an upset. Bears have really fallen off, and maybe they're just not as good of a team as the Packers are, you know?
In my opinion, I don't think this is an upset because Packers aren't really promising that they're going to win this game.
Well, no, I'm saying I think it would be an upset if Bears actually did win. I think it is an upset because the Bears are by far the worst team in the division right now, right?
Okay.
Even like not just record-wise. They have not proven to be any good teams. This is a test. This is really the test right here. It's not even a test. It's like the third test, you know? Like they've been tested before and they failed. So can they compete in their division? This is their first division game of the year for the Bears, by the way. First division game.
I feel like if they win this game.
So if the Bears can compete with their division, it'd be very interesting, right? Very interesting to the AFC North.
Very interesting script indeed. But I mean,
and the Packers would be 0-3 if the Bears won in their division. So like, it's interesting that their season. Well, I wouldn't say it's over. Their season would not be over, but it'd be hard to pick them as Super Bowl contenders. Right. But everyone said the NFC North is a great division this year, and then the Bears started falling off. Packers started losing all their division games. Lions have been running away. The Vikings kind of started losing a bit too. So
Vikings lost their groove a little bit. I didn't say
they lost their groove to like good teams. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if anyone can compete with the Lions. But yeah.
No. Lions be good teams.
Oh, speaking of the Lions.
I mean, Vikings would be good teams too. So
Yeah. Everyone's good with the Bears right now, in my opinion.
the Lions.
Good enough to make the playoffs at least.
This is a blowout.
Yeah, and what the fuck did you do?
Listen, I said the Jazz because they're due to lose. Like
They are due to win, and the Lions are due to lose. But I mean, if you're looking at the season, how that's gone so far, Lions have put up 50 points. I don't think the Jags have been even close to that.
Matt, their bad game was last game, and they somehow won. They're gonna be due to lose another.
That's what I'm saying. The Lions had a bad game for a first time in a while. 5 picks, 5 interceptions.
5 interceptions.
And they still won.
They still won the game. Can you tell me how that happens?
Well, this team is Super Bowl ready. It is a Super Bowl team.
The Texans.
Because 5 interceptions just doesn't happen. You know, like that shit doesn't happen ever.
Matt,
and they still won.
You gotta understand, bro. Like the Texans' offense, they had 2 quarters to score again.
That's what I'm saying. They just went drought, like scoreless in the whole half. They scored none in the second half. Yeah. Well, the Chargers did it against the Chiefs as well. Chargers did that too.
They had the chance to kick it to seal the game, and they fucking yanked it, bro. Like what the fuck? Their kicker.
They didn't have a chance to win. That didn't mean they had a chance to win. I mean the Lions would have to get the touchdown, not like kick the field goal.
I mean like.
Or tie it. That would have tied it, right?
The kick would have won it, didn't it?
No.
They were tied at the half, and then the Texans had the chance to kick.
Yep.
And they dinked it. That's why I'm saying like
they dinked it.
They could have sealed the win.
This game didn't go to overtime, did it? Lions won and yeah.
Lions won.
Yeah,
saying,
they didn't go overtime.
They would have had the lead.
Yeah, they would have had the lead, and if the Lions got the field goal, it would just been tied. Like it would just went to overtime.
Well,
you get what I'm saying?
They'd have to be in field goal range, don't they?
What?
I don't know.
Well, you understand they won by 3, right? So that's the field goal to win the game. So if the Texans actually made it, it would just tied the game. So that's what I'm getting at.
You think they would have had the kickback? Well, we never know. Anyways.
No. It would have been overtime. Went overtime.
It was 23-23.
What? No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Well, yeah, if it was 23-23 and the Texans made it, it would just been a tie game.
Brother, what?
The Texans were not the last team to kick.
No, they were the first team to kick. That's what I'm saying.
What?
Okay, never mind.
It didn't go to overtime. We're moving on. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
Well, you're trying to say the Texans had any chance to win the game, like in the fourth quarter.
No. I mean like they had the chance to win in general. Like they were up.
Well, of course they did, and they just got no stops. All right, moving on. Raiders, Texans. Who do I even talk about? Raiders. What did they do? Were they on bye? They were on bye. Dolphins. Won on Monday night. Great game against the Rams. Great win. Tua, could be turning it up a little bit. And I don't know. I think the Raiders are just over. So, good old split. Good old split here. First split of the week. I'm trying to move on because we're like 10 minutes in. And we haven't talked about a lot of games.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about the ones that matter. You know? Like playoff, almost playoff kind of implicated games, if you will. This is definitely a chance. Rams got a chance. They're not looking good, though, because the NFC is so power heavy right now. Like, there's so many teams that have, like, 6 wins in the NFC.
There's no way.
But, yeah, Rams with a win here against the Patriots would be great. Patriots 3-7. Hey, Patriots got that win against the Bears. Sacked Caleb Williams 9 times and just ran away with it. Yeah, 9 sacks.
I don't blame him. I seriously don't blame him. Caleb Williams.
I don't blame Caleb Williams. I mean, he got destroyed. Like, that offensive line destroyed him. Yeah. Rams lost against the Dolphins. That's a bad loss. Because if you're trying to climb out of this NFC hole, one loss like that, when you're like, you started 1-4. One loss like that, that's rough. That's rough in your conference when everyone is just doing so good, and then you lose the game. And you're trying to climb out right now, and kind of like the Bengals trying to climb out, but there's less room for error in the NFC because the NFC is way better than the AFC this year. So we'll get to that. Yeah, Rant, you got to win this game, or I think your season's done. I think your season is over if you were 4-6 in the NFC.
Yeah, I don't see it. I'm coming back.
Really tough. You need like some NFC teams to start falling off, or something like that.
Yeah.
Or you gotta get back to 500. It's as simple as that. Here's your chance. Both going with the Rams. We don't believe in the Patriots to keep winning. You know, that's just not gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen. They are. What they're doing is impressive, though. You know, can't take away from it. They're 3-7 now. Moving on. Browns, Saints. Another game where I'm like, it doesn't matter. At this point in time, both seasons are over. Saints finally got a win over the Falcons, funny enough. And the Browns were on bye. Trash ball. This is the one.
This is absolutely terrible.
This is the trash ball of the week.
No one's turning this on.
We're both going Browns. I like it. I think their defense is just a lot better. A lot more consistent. Like, their defense is more consistent than anything, I would say, that the Saints are. You just can't trust the Saints.
Other than that, this is like, I'm not turning this on.
No, probably not. Here's an AFC North team you want to watch. Ravens, Steelers. 7-3 Ravens, 7-2 Steelers. Steelers are so due to fucking lose. They haven't lost since week 5 against the Cowboys, where they were 3-2. They've won 4 straight. Now they're 7-2. I think the Ravens are just a stronger team.
This is so disgusting. Why am I?
I think the Ravens are just better offensively. I think that's really the edge. That's the edge. Puts me over the edge.
7-2. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a very beautiful sight to see.
I think if the Steelers won this game, though, because they do have the Ravens number in the last years.
It's a big test for them.
Good test for the Steelers, for sure.
I called them good. Like, if they.
Yeah. This is when you call them good if they win this game. I completely agree.
I'd say they're actually good.
This is where you call them like they're not playoff pretenders. You know, this is the game. I don't know if they'd win the Super Bowl if they win this game, We'll see. We'll see how convincing it is of a win.
The wild card, if they blow them out, or like.
I'd say they can win a playoff game. Yeah, if they do win this, perhaps. But yeah, it's crazy that we're talking about like if the Steelers win, because I think Ravens are favored so much. Like they're just favored to win the division. So this is the game, by the way, for the AFC North, not for the top, but you know what I mean. Like it's the current top spot. Like whoever wins this will be top of the AFC North. By not at the end of the season, but yeah, after this game. All right. We'll see how it goes. We'll pick Ravens. Vikings, Titans. Titans, season's pretty much over. Vikings are playing for the division. Really, the division title. Even though they lost to the Lions once. It's still in the grasp.
If the Vikings lose this, I might call it fraud watch.
I don't think I'd call fraud watch.
I don't know.
I don't think I'd call them fraud watch if they lose this game. I think this is a big trap game.
What do you mean?
Like it's a trap game. Like this is a game you almost see them losing, just because they've been winning a lot and. I think the Lions are by far the best team in their division. Let's say that. Do you think the Packers are better than the Vikings?
No.
You don't? You think the Packers are third best? Third. Yeah, I could see them losing this one. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm kidding. Go with the Vikings. I was about to pick. I could see the upset. I could really see it, but.
Yeah. I'm sticking with my pick.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough when the Titans just haven't done anything. But I put upset alert here, so don't be surprised if this upset happens. I guess you can't really say I called the upset, but I could say it could happen. It could definitely happen. Colts, Jets are wow. The Jets are bad. They are bad. They got blown out by the Cardinals. I thought it'd be a little closer of a game, but my God, the Cardinals. We'll talk about them later. We'll talk about the Cardinals later, but holy shit. The Jets are due to win. That's all I got. And the Colts I don't think are a playoff team. They're the 8th seed right now. They could if they win this game, I think they're a 7th seed. They could be a 7th seed possibly.
Not good.
I don't see them as that good of a playoff team though. I think their record is worse than what they actually are. In my opinion. Or maybe the AFC is just really bad. AFC is just horrible.
Their team is worse than what their record says.
Yeah, even at 4-6, I think the Colts are just worse than they are supposed to be. Because Joe Flacco, right? Joe Flacco has kind of saved their season a little bit. I'm saying they saved their season and they're 4-6. That's how bad the AFC is, by the way. This team is 1 seed off from being a playoff team. How weird is that? How bad is the AFC to say that? It's insane. I'm going to go with just a more consistent team on defense. I don't know. Give me Jets. Yeah. Just a more proven team. They haven't even proved shit this year. I don't know. I think they're a better roster than the Colts are. And they're home. I wouldn't call this an upset. Obviously, they're both of them kind of are a little dookie this year. We can't even call the Colts good, just because they're an 8 seed. You know, I think every team that's not in the AFC playoff right now, like the 7 seed beyond, is not good currently. So, we'll see what happens. Also, the Bengals need the Colts to lose to gain a spot to get close to their wild card. By the way, fun fact. I'm glad we're talking about this. If the Broncos lose this game and the Bengals win their game this week, the Bengals are a 7 seed. Bengals are in this playoffs. They're a 7 seed. Even after all of those losses.
You just gotta hope.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's how bad the AFC is. The Bengals could literally be the 7th seed. After all this fucking, like, all these losses.
After all your losses,
They could be the 7th seed if Broncos lose and Bengals win. But, yeah. And I think the Falcons, they just lost to the Saints. They still got a great roster. Broncos lost a heartbreaker to the Chiefs. That might start like a Bears-esque spiral where they lost that Hail Mary and they haven't recovered. You think the Broncos are going to start losing games? Possibly. After that just devastating fucking field goal that got blocked and the Chiefs won the game. I can't believe that shit happened, but I'm kind of glad because now the Bengals have a way easier chance to make the playoffs. And honestly, I think the Falcons win. And if they don't, I mean, that makes it harder for the Bengals to get in. But Bengals got to start winning games too. We'll talk about them later. 49ers hosting the Seahawks. These teams have met before. The 49ers kind of ran away with it in the fourth quarter, but it was a very close game for the first 3 quarters. Do I see this going a little different? I would say yeah. I think the Seahawks are due to play the 49ers pretty well. I am actually going. This is a good game. Big game for the the NFC West chase, NFC West race. I think Seahawks cannot afford to lose this game, and I think they do get an upset here. A little bit of an upset. Because a lot of people are saying the 49ers are going to start rolling. They could. They could run away with it because Christian McCaffrey's back. But I'm going to go with the split. You know, like the Seahawks beat them and the 49ers beat.
I said like the Colts or like whatever. Steelers are quiet.
Yep.
Seahawks have been quiet.
Seahawks have been pretty quiet. They did get their win though.
Yeah.
Well, did they get their win? No, they haven't. They were on bye week. Yeah, they've been cold, man. They've been running cold.
Yeah, last season they were doing good, and I think now it's like...
No, they were just a 500 team the whole time. When the season started, they were like 3-0 though, which was crazy, and they just started falling off a cliff. I think this is a get. They need a win. I think they're hungry for a win too. There's just so much. There's so much going like the Seahawks way right now, like to pick them. Like they're due for a win. I don't think they're a terrible team. The 49ers already beat them. And yeah, I think they're just I think this just screams upset. I like the split. Good old split. This will not be a split. The Chiefs are so due to lose. The Broncos almost had it on a field goal. They got blocked last second.
There was a question.
What?
Like, what is more likely to happen? The Chiefs go undefeated or the Chiefs three-peat?
I think it's more likely that they go undefeated than win the Super Bowl again. This team could actually go 17-0, and I think they'll lose. I think they will lose in the playoffs. I think they will.
I think they're gonna make the AFC Championship, but lose.
I think they could. Yeah, I think they don't make the Super Bowl. I don't think if they do go undefeated. I don't think regardless if they'll make a Super Bowl.
I mean, dude, it's not even hit watch, bro. They're literally.
They're not that good. They're not a 9-0 team.
But like, bro. Here's the thing.
You want to talk about a team that is way worse than their record? It's this team.
They're 9 wins deep.
I think this team should be 6-3 at most.
This just shows you that like skill is not the only factor that'll make you win a game, bro.
Yeah, it's also not quarterback, and everybody argues that shit. That quarterback is.
It's also a team game too. Like quarterback can't like carry the team. Like you gotta have like actual.
Yep. And you want to know who's carrying this team? The defense, absolutely carrying them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so too. Like.
This screams first L. I think Bills give it to them at home.
I want the Bills to win.
I think they will. These are the two best teams in the AFC right now. Two best teams.
Listen, I want the undefeated season to stop more than a 3-peat. I don't want people to say they have had an undefeated season. Oh, and I also think.
I hope they. No. If they win this game, I hope they go undefeated and then lose in the playoffs. I hope they do.
You think so? Okay, I think
Yep.
if they win this game, it's a sealed undefeated, in my opinion. Wait, is it melee? This is gonna be.
No, it's not sealed. They play the Steelers. They play the Texans. Play the Broncos again. Yep.
Tell me who's the strong link there.
Probably the Texans are the best team
No,
to have a shot.
No, anyways.
What do you mean no?
Never mind.
I think the Texans do have the best shot. Like, if it's not the Bills. If it's not the Bills, who do you think would have the best shot? I think the Texans right now. Or Steelers if they win this week. I'll say the Steelers if they win this week.
Steelers because they're I feel like a powerhouse.
Oh, like I said, the record is not the fucking standings. That's not how good every team is.
You can't really.
I mean, look at the. Do you think the Chiefs are the best team in the NFL right now?
Listen.
Be honest.
Hold on. If they go into no, I don't think so. But if they go undefeated and they win the Super Bowl, you can't really say.
I think the Lions are. That's why. Well, why are you saying the Texans aren't like the best team outside? Like, if the Bills lose this, the Texans aren't the best team to have the shot. They lost to the Lions, who we think is the best team in the NFL.
Obviously, people would say like it's Texans. I feel like it's Steelers. They have.
I mean, I like your argument. I think it's Texans or Steelers at this point. Yeah.
But
Panthers have the shot to do the funniest thing ever. Panthers play the Chiefs after the Bills. Yeah, Panthers play the Chiefs next week.
I feel like everyone would pick the Panthers just to be funny. But bro, you gotta see what I'm saying. Like, you can't say.
No, I get it. But do you think if the Ravens win this week, would it still be the Steelers that have the best shot?
Well, depends. If they lose, it's probably the Texans. But you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Texans also have to win too. If they lose to the Cowboys, I wouldn't say either.
If they go undefeated and they make the Super Bowl, I mean, you can't really say nothing about like teams.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blame. Yeah, no, I'm blaming the refs. I think the NFL wanted it to happen if they win it.
You can't really say much.
I fully believe if they win another Super Bowl, the NFL wanted it to happen. They're gonna make the Chiefs win.
The repeat is very, very appealing. I'll say that much.
It's also very possible at this point because they're 9-0. I mean, like they're good. They're making the playoffs by far.
They literally haven't lost a game.
All right, Bengals Sunday. This is Sunday night. It got flexed. This was not the original Sunday night game.
Wait, they can change it.
Yeah, they can flex it after like week 10 or whatever. And this one got flexed.
What were you playing originally?
I don't remember what the game was. I think it was Falcons Broncos maybe, one of those, something like that. And yeah, this got flexed to Sunday night.
Right.
Bengals, Chargers, Joe Burrow versus Justin Herbert. They were drafted in the same class. I think that's exactly why they picked it. That's why they flexed it, because of the draft class thing. Everyone says Herbert is just a better quarterback than Joe Burrow. He just hasn't had a good defense. Well, now we're seeing kind of the same thing with Burrow, where he's making all this happen and he doesn't have a defense.
And his defense is terrible.
Yeah. So yeah, great. This is a great game. This is a good game. This would be the game if the Bengals lose. Zach Taylor's fired because you have to outcoach Jim Harbaugh at this point. You have to outcoach Jim Harbaugh. Is it Jim? Yeah, it's Jim Harbaugh who's on the Chargers. John is on the Ravens, and then Jim is on the Chargers. Yeah, it gets pretty confusing. But yeah, I'm a Bengals fan. I don't think the Chargers are as good as the record, and I think this is a very winnable game for the Bengals to get back in the playoff race, especially if the Falcons do win and beat the Broncos. They'll be right back in it. You agree? Maybe in a different reason? I just think the Chargers aren't as good as their record. I think this will be a coaching battle. It will be a battle of the trenches. It will be like Trey Hendrickson versus Penei Sewell or what's his name, Rashawn Slater. It's going to be that battle that's going to determine who wins this game. I'm also hoping our cornerbacks can guard Quentin Johnston, for fuck's sake, of all people, and get us back in this game, man. Get us back in this playoff race. Should be a great game Sunday night. Bengals are really good in primetime this year, record-wise. They have not performed well. Like, you saw the Giants game last time. Didn't play well, but I'm hoping they win. The defense plays well on primetime, so I'm just hoping we can put all that together. Jamar Chase is on pace for a triple crown, and, like, my God, this offense is everything you could wish out of the Bengals this year. I just need that defense to just step up a little bit.
I don't think the Chargers convinced me much to like vote for them.
They're definitely not a convincing team, I would say, but I could see them beating us, and that's scary.
Yeah,
It's scary. Well, obviously with our team right now, yeah. Just hoping we can pick it up, man. We need this win. Need it on prime time to get back in the season. Maybe have a wild card at the end of the week. Maybe be in the wild card.
Maybe, who knows?
All right, Monday night. I already got you picked for the Texans, but I also got it. Battle of Texas commends. Dallas, I don't think still doesn't have Dak Prescott. And they got blown out by the Eagles. Wasn't even close. Texans are just a much better team than the Cowboys right now. In all cylinders, like defense and offense, just a lot better. Both areas. The Cowboys are not even close to the Lions. If their quarterback throws 5 picks, it's a blowout. It's going to be a blowout. So, yeah, I count on C.J. Stroud to get this win, but it's a primetime game. Those things are very weird. We've learned it. Upsets happen. But I think the Texans are tired of getting upset on primetime like they did against the Jets. I think they're out for blood. I think they're tired of losing as well. They're on like a 3-game losing streak. I think they're about to win.
Also considering, like, the Cowboys are just straight up dog shit.
Yeah, they're ass. They're not making the playoffs. Their season's over. Their season is fucking over. Over. Give me the Texans. And we got buys. Cardinals. Oh, man, you can't ask anything else from the Cardinals. They are 6-4. They have turned it on ever since. They were like, I think they were 3-4. They were 3-4. They've won 3 straight, and they've looked really good in all those games. Really good. Panthers, 2-win streak. Beat the Giants in Germany and beat the Saints when they lost Chris Olave. So, I mean, not the most impressive of wins, but pretty damn good. You know, the Panthers are looking better. We'll see what happens if they can reach 4 wins or 5-12. You know, they might reach that. Remember when I said the Panthers don't look like they're going to reach 5 wins like a few weeks ago? And now they just won 2 straight. Man, it's crazy how shit changes in the NFL, man. So they're going to improve. They already improved on their record from last year. So that's looking good. All right, Giants. Opposite. Lost in Germany. 2-8. I had them going like, what, 3-14? Would I have the record? It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good right now. They are fucking ass. I don't know how they made the playoffs 2 years ago. They're fucking dog shit. Daniel Jones is not the answer. He may not be the only reason you guys are 2-8 right now, but he is not elevating your team in any way. He ain't doing fucking shit. I cannot believe they let go of Saquon Barkley and paid Daniel Jones. The NFL is laughing. Every team laughs that they paid Daniel Jones.
Dude, Daniel Jones is so bad.
They're terrible. And the Buccaneers, I'm sorry you lost your receivers, but your season might be over. You're 4-6. You're on bye week. If the Falcons win, especially this week, you're not winning the division. You have to sit there and watch the Falcons win, probably. You might not win the division. You could still sneak in the wild card if, you know, one team falls apart. Like you guys are the clear 8 seed, like in the NFC, in my opinion. I think this is the clear 8 seed. If not you, it's the Rams. And if a team falters, you guys will make the wild card. But hopefully you're also getting your receivers back. You're getting Mike Evans back, by the way. You're getting Mike Evans back after your bye week. And we'll see if you guys can turn the tide, get some wins. I think you play the Giants next week, too. Which is funny enough. So, Yeah, we'll see if you guys can turn around. Start turning your season around. Get your wins back. Because Baker deserves to be in the playoffs, man. I think the Bucks do. It's just tough. It's really tough that you just went on this losing streak.
Lost both of them on the same game too.
Yeah, and really unnecessary too. Unnecessarily lost Chris Godwin for the season. I mean, you were just gonna lose to the Ravens, and you still had him out there. It's tough, but yeah, that's gonna be the picks this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you. Let us know your picks in the comments below. We'll see you next time. Hakuna Matata. Go Bengals. Who dey? Let's go.